All right, guys, welcome to another wonderful weekly market forecast. Now, you know how we do it here every weekend. We come to the chart and look at the market forecast for you so that you can stand a very good chance of milking the market when the market opens. As our custom always, we normally start with DXY. So on this particular chart, right, this is DXY, which is the dollar index. So in case you're watching me for the first time, my name is Gordon Trades. What I like to do, I like to come here to document my journey and also share my experience with you guys, so as to help you become a successful Forex profitable trader. Now, if you look at this particular chart, now we're on the weekly time frame, right? And if you look at the market has respected some weekly lows, right? Which is the weekly support. Now we had a break below the support and a retest, right? Did you see that? So price literally broke below the support, right? And came back to retest it. Now, what do you think price is supposed to do? Price is coming down here. So either get to this support and move up, right? Here, or go this way, or go down, right? Break this zone, come down below and here. So overall, if you look at this particular chart, we have been looking at more is this particular low here, right? You can see this is a level where you should be looking at more. If you are a swing trader, this is the level where you want to be looking at long term, right? Especially if you are a swing trader, because if price should break this particular support, price is coming here. This is on the weekly time frame, and if you can spot this, that lets you know that if you are trading GU or EU, you should be holding the buy for a long period of time. So right now on the weekly zone, I will just clear these marks here so that we can dive in deeper. We'll go to daily and 4-hour to see what the market is has been doing on those particular time frames. So now let's go to the daily time frame. So now on the daily time frame, what do we see? You notice that the market has really touch this breakout and retest. Now on this resistance, we have a double top here, right? Price broke it, came back on the neckline to retest this neckline, and now it's literally dropped, which means that the dollar index is still very strong sell, right? It's very bearish, right? So now we have a level here as well on the daily. This particular, this is the trend line liquidity. If you take it from here, right, from here to here, you notice that the moment this trend line gets disrespected, price will definitely come back to the beginning of that zone, right? Now, I've released a video about trend line. Go and watch that video if you have not watched it, right? I also have a video about liquidity. Now, these are TLQs, right? Now, these are zones that the market will take out and probably clear liquidity here. So right now, we are having this bearish move, but price is currently respecting this particular low here, which means you want to pay close attention to this particular low here, right? So now how do you go in? This is what I want to show you. If you market open, once the market open on Monday, right, because I'm currently filming this video on a weekend, which is Saturday, you want to pay attention to this particular support that the market is. What you want to do is look forward, sell opportunity. So long as the market does not create another high above this particular high, right? It means it doesn't go above this particular high to give you another higher high. That means we are still bearish. So the market could potentially do a little bit of a buy, which means come up a little bit before breaking this level, right? Come back to retest it, then zoom, right? So this is what you want to watch out for. Please don't be carried away. Just know long time that the market is bearish, and that's on the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see what the 4-hour is saying. So now, if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, the market is still bearish, right? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low. Did you see that? So price could potentially come to this level here before pushing down, right? Now that's what I'm talking about. So long as we do not create a change of character, it means so long as price didn't go above this particular high, you are still in bearish move, right? Now, if the price could go above this particular high, that should signify change of character and a change of trend direction for you, right? I believe this market is quite clear on the 4-hour time frame, which means that if you're watching me, except you don't understand what I'm saying, you still need to go down deeper. I have courses about market structure that can help you. This is a little bit advanced, right? And I believe with this particular market structure analysis, you should be able to understand what I'm trying to say. The market is currently bearish, but before you go in, you want the market to break this support, come back to retest it, then you enter for your sell here, right? Which is on the DXY that we're looking at here right now, right? So we're going to be looking at GBP USD That was this word we're going to capitalize on our trade to see what the market is going to give us when the market opens on Monday. So let's go to GBPUSD right now. All right, now this is GBPUSD on the 4-hour time frame. You notice that because we've been bearish on DXY, GU has been bullish, right? It's just the opposite of the market. So the reason why we start with DXY is because we want to see the direction of DXY. If DXY is bullish, GBPUSD should be bearish, right? So they are just opposite correlated, right? So now if you look at the market right now, it's been bullish, right? So now let me just clear these particular lines just to let you see what the market is really doing now. I don't want this video to be that long. Just want to pinpoint a lot of things for you, right? Now, because we are very bullish, right, you can see I've taken some bullish trade on this particular market already. So now once we had the breakout of this particular high. This is a breakout, right? You can see price broke it. You have to come back to retest it. So this is what we're looking for, a potential buy to the upside, which is very smooth. So once the market opens, you already know what you're looking for. As a trader, you just want to pay attention to those zones and capitalize on them, which is very smooth. So price is coming back to this particular support, which it broke out from. So it was initially resistance, broke it out, support first time, now it's back. And also with our trend line, you can see each time price gets to this trend line, we have a reaction to the upside, buy, which is buy. Now price is also touching this trend line, right? Now this is opportunity for you to scale in a trade, right? So right now the market hasn't opened yet, so you just want to wait for the market to open and look for a buying opportunity candle here. Now on the 4-hour time frame, if you're able to spot a bullish engulfing candle, that is enough for you to buy. Now if you go to the 1-hour time frame, let's see if there's a chart pattern that the market is currently creating. So right now we have a pattern here, which is we have a first leg here, right? Price could still come back to give us a double bottom, then you buy, which is very, very smooth, right? So if you want to take my strategy, which means my second level entry strategy, why? Because the first level entry strategy could be prone towards liquidity grab. Now the second level strategy is you waiting for the market to break above this resistance here, because you notice that the market was got here sold again. So you want the market to break above this resistance, right? Come back at the retest and you buy from here, right? So instead of taking your buy from here, wait for the market to break above to give you a sign of a higher high, right? Because here right now having what lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So want the market to give you what a higher low, higher high, come back here, then you buy from here, which is the very way to enter this particular trade opportunity, right? Now this is the way I'm going to be taking this trade. Stop loss will just be below here, where I just 35 pips, and I'm already getting 1:2 risk to reward. This is a very high plus setup trade you want to capitalize on Monday, please. So please pay attention to this chart if you really want to make money. So the next chart, we're going to be looking at Xauusd and see what the market is currently doing there. Now Xauusd, also know that the guy have been very bullish, right? Now because the market have been bullish, we don't need to go all over higher time frame anymore. Now if you look at this market structure, there's nothing to tell you that the market is in an uptrend, right? You have higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Price came back to this equal low and start pushing back up, right? So right now what you want the market to do is let the market open, then come back to this support and get in on the trade, right? If the price didn't get into this support back, you may want to come into this level here, which means a very strong level you can have, right? You can see this is a very strong initial resistance, then turn support, right? So if price will come back here, you want to take your buy from this zone. So there are two ways you want to take a buy, whether from here, which is what your second entry, here will be your first entry, right? But I still believe the second entry is the best one. Why? Because here could be an inducement for you. You can see price broke it, came back here, and we're currently having the candlesticks here printing here are very, very small. They're very, very tiny, which means the sellers are overpowering the buyer in this zone. Whenever you see candlestick exhaustion this way, is a sign that the bulls are not yet strong enough to push price up. So there's every possibility that the sellers could overpower the buyers and push price back down here before buying. And if you also look at it here, this is a very strong area of order block. Why? Because this is a zone where we have this long time bullish candle here. You can see, right? This is an order block here, so price could potentially come back to this order block. Right, you've been there before. You can see this particular tap here is an order block tapping. So price came into the other block and went back. So we could have that same touch second time then you don't hesitate towards scaling your trade opportunity. Once you find it, once you can spot it, don't hesitate to trade it. That's how you trade as a professional trader. Plan your trade and trade your plan. So what I'll be looking at for is for price to come into this support zone, then I buy. Here is an inducement, so don't fall for that buy setup here. If I you want to buy here, now that would be that you're going to be entering with my second level entry. So whatever make price to drop here, which means we've already established a resistance here. So you want price to break above that resistance, right? Once price break above that resistance, come back here, then you buy from here. So that is how to trade to avoid any manipulation in the market. So the next but not the least one is the BTC/USD. And let's quickly go there, then we'll call it a wrap. You can see BTC/USD. This is a very clean chart, right? I took a sell here right now. Now why am I able to take a sell? If you come to the 4-hour time frame, BTC/USD has been bearish for a while right now. You can notice that here where there's a pattern which is called the very flat pattern. Price literally dropped. Now was now moving sideways. Did you see that? So I already knew that this market is about to continue selling. So I was able to catch in on the sell, right? And wait for the market to give me a good setup. Right now, I was able to catch in this sell around a very good area, all right, in the middle. Why? Because I was able to spot something right in the middle. Then I went in a very good sell opportunity, right? So, and that is the reason why I'm still bearish on BTC/USD, right? So why am I still bearish? Let me quickly show you that right now in the chart. All right, now if you look at it on the 1-hour time frame, you will discover that the market was resisting this particular area of what support, right? Resistance rather. So that lets me know that we are currently still going to be selling BTC/USD. And I discovered that, so I went in on after discovering the break below of this particular chart pattern on the 15 minutes time frame. That was where I got my entry. Then I entered very aggressively entering, but I knew that since price have taken away this particular liquidity here, it might not get to this particular area again. So I was I put it here because here we have several equal highs here. Then we now have lower highs. So it could take it a while for price to take out this particular level. That was my stop loss was here. Then I was aiming at this zone, right? Then we had to take TP 1:2 bank here. Now I'll be looking for more sell opportunity. The moment price break this support, then I'll be continuing my sell, which is what I'll be looking at for once the market is active again on Monday. Though BTC/USD haven't closed, it's open whether weekends and weekdays, but on weekends sometimes it's quite slow. But I'll be active on the charts moment the market opens on Monday, and that will be the best time to trade. So as a forex trader, you want to know when you should be on the chart, not all the time, except when you want to back test. Just come back and do your post-trade analysis and see what you did and what you should be able to stand up for, and how to correct your mistakes coming next week trading, right? So take advantage of the weekly market forecast, and if you want me to mentor you personally, find a way to join my inner circle community. The link to join my mentorship will be in this video description below, and that will be my DM to welcome you on board. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.